ATP ace makes huge confession about Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz. Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz are undoubtedly the two main references in men's tennis at the moment. It is no secret that the Italian and the Spaniard have reached another dimension compared to all their rivals, and the numbers certify it. These two players have equally divided the last 8 Grand Slam titles, have faced each other in the last 3 majors finals, and the distance that separates them from the competition in the ATP rankings has taken on enormous proportions. According to all experts and insiders, Jannik and Carlitos will continue to be the men to beat for many more years, and their opponents will have the hard task of finding new solutions to stem their dominance. Advertisement. 2 absolute champions. The 24-year-old from Sesto Pasteria will defend his title at the Australian Open next month, wanting to become the second player in the Open era after Novak Djokovic to lift the trophy at Melbourne Park 3 years in a row. He is practicing in Dubai with maximum intensity, and his game is enhanced by the hard courts, as evidenced by his results in the last 2.5 years. The 22-year-old Spaniard, on the other hand, has not found a particular feeling with AO yet, considering that he has never gone beyond the quarterfinals in the first major of the year. As if that were not enough, the current world number 1 has just announced the separation from his historic coach Juan Carlos Ferrero and is preparing to start a new phase of his career. Advertisement. In a recent interview with TG1, Italian star Flavio Coballi, who had the best season of his career, was very honest about the current level of Sinner and Alcaraz. "You need to be realistic in life. I'm giving my best and I work every day to reach their level, but I have to admit that I'm way ahead of us at the moment." Coballi has been the protagonist of a remarkable rise this year and has dragged Italy to the 3rd success in a row in the Davis Cup. Jannik Sinner Carlos Alcaraz share. Latest NWS Felix Auger-Aliassime reveals his risky decision. Putting the body first paid off 6 hours ago. Will Novak Djokovic drop out of the top 10 in 2026? All the details 7 hours ago. Gilles Servares take on Carlos Alcaraz. Juan Carlos Ferrero. Fresh eyes. New edges 8 hours ago. Top to Jannik Sinner's 400-match milestone stuns tennis. Faster than Federer and Djokovic 18 hours ago. Carlos Alcaraz's choice cannot be compared to that of Jannik Sinner 1 day ago. What David Ferrer said about the possibility of coaching Carlos Alcaraz 1 day ago. Editors. Novak Djokovic passes Roger Federer, secures another ranking record 2 days ago. WTA star breaks silence on Carlos Alcaraz and Juan Carlos Ferrero 2 days ago. John Wertheim reveals new details about Carlos Alcaraz's split from Ferrero 3 days ago. Today's most popular Jannik Sinner's 400-match milestone stuns tennis. Faster than Federer and Djokovic. Carlos Alcaraz's choice cannot be compared to that of Jannik Sinner. What David Ferrer said about the possibility of coaching Carlos Alcaraz. Ex-ATP champion lays out concerning thing about Carlos Alcaraz. Coach Ferrero split. Novak Djokovic already scares his opponents during the off-season privacy legal advertising. Contact us about a staff site build with World CMS 3.0. Copyright 2025, all rights reserved. Capini Trading, Proprietary, Ltd. In a recent interview with TG1, Italian star Flavio Coballi, who had the best season of his career, was very honest about the current level of Sinner and Alcaraz. "You need to be realistic in life. I'm giving my best and I work every day to reach their level, but I have to admit that I'm way ahead of us at the moment." Coballi has been the protagonist of a remarkable rise this year and has dragged Italy to the 3rd success in a row in the Davis Cup.